Oh my goodness, a Jojo review on time? Is this a sign of the world ending? So, picking up from where we last left off, evil Zucchini has been caught, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I think his name is Zucchero, but it's the same thing. Naturally, they are very, very angry at this guy. I believe that the three of them really just gang up on his body. He is still alive. His head is just unzipped from his body, and they're keeping him alive. And they're just, like, angry at him. They're just, like, beating up his body, and his poor head is... His mouth is zipped up, and he's just screaming over here like, woo! But if you think that's torture enough, you have not seen torture, my friends. They break out the big guns. They go nuclear on this guy by torturing him with a dance number. Now, unfortunately, that's all I can show you because it gets very graphic. So Abakio uses his Stan Moody Blues on him to see what he was doing while this whole fight was going down. And he finds out that Zucchini over here was calling in his friend, who we already know is the other guy who was in the car with them way back in the other episode when they were first introduced. So he says, oh, I got all of them captured, I just need to get the information out, I'll see you by the dock in an hour. So you got this other friend who's waiting for him, and he doesn't know that Zucchini has failed, and everyone is actually perfectly fine. And they decide, hey, let's make it so that it stays that way. Giorno turns one of the little life things, what did they call those lifesaver looking tubes? He turns that into a fish, and he figures out, I'm gonna have this fish pull me up to shore, and then I'll stake it out and I'll catch the guy, and then we won't have to worry about him when we dock. And Mista decides, you know what, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna help you get that guy. And when they finally get to shore, they come up with this plan. Giorno's got the radio on him, and he's like, I'm gonna call in to the warehouse, and I'm going to ask the guy to make an announcement. For all these people waiting by the dock, I'm going to have that one guy make an announcement to them and say, hey, whoever's waiting for the lagoon ship, Zucchero called, he wants you to meet him by the boat warehouse. And then whoever is waiting for Zucchero is going to get up and go to the boat warehouse. And meanwhile, Mista is going to hang on the side there by the warehouse, and whoever comes up to the warehouse is gonna pop, pop. We do, for a short while, get introduced to Mista's stand, and they're actually like a bunch of little mini stands who hang around his bullets, and it's called 6 pistols. The translation from the Funimation dub or whatever is 6 bullets, which I guess it's kind of weird because that makes more sense, I guess, because they're hanging on the bullets rather than the actual pistol gun, but they each have their own personalities, and they also want to eat. Like, Mista has to feed them in order to convince them and get them riled up to actually work for him. It's kind of weird. And the way that he talks to them is kind of like him talking to his children, like, hey, stop hitting that one, and you stop crying. And it's like he doesn't have as much control over them, while as the other people with their stands, the stand is like an extension of themselves. Mista's stand is a little bit weirder than that. Giorno makes the radio call in to the warehouse, and nobody's getting up. Nobody's getting up to go to the warehouse, and Giorno's kind of like, what the heck's going on? Why nobody is his partner not here? What's going on? But then Giorno gets a call in the radio, and it's the partner, and it's calling for Zucchero. He's like, why did you ask for an announcement? Is something wrong? And then Giorno looks through his binoculars, and he sees in the window of the warehouse, uh-oh, he's already in the warehouse. So the plan is a little bit funked up now, because he wasn't expecting him to already be in the warehouse and have access to the radio when he made the call in to make an announcement for somebody to come to the boat warehouse. And he has no real way of telling Mista he's already in the warehouse. So he kind of hand motions to him, and Mista has no idea what he's talking about, so he just comes out of the corner, and he's like, wait a minute, where is he? Is he approaching? And he goes towards the window. And Jojo tries calling out, no, he's in the window. He's gonna see you. Mista can't hear him, and sure enough, the partner, I don't know his name, the partner guy sees Mista, and he's like, what the heck? Is that one of Bruno's guys? Well, what the heck is he doing here? So Jojo panics, and he calls in through the radio, because he figures, well, if he already saw him, then we might as well just, that's the only way I can make any noise anywhere around Mista to let him know that the dude's in the window. So he yells in the radio, he's in the window, he's already seen you. And Mista hears that, he turns towards the window, and the partner guy panics. He pulls down the blinds so Mista can't see him and attempts to run away. And that's when Mista fires off his 2 bullets, and we find out what his stand is capable of. So it is kind of interesting. They have the ability to kind of pass and turn around bullets. That's at least what it looked like. You know, the bullets are not going towards, actually, the direction of the partner guy. So they kind of pass it towards each other, and they curve the bullets. It's like that one movie, what the heck was that movie, where they had the ability to curve bullets when they shot. You can't actually do that, don't try it. But it's like that. You have the ability to change the trajectory of the bullets, and also he doesn't really have to see the partner guy when he fired, because he trusted that his stand would be able to aim the bullets at him, which is good. So the partner gets shot in the leg and leaves behind a trail of blood. Mista still doesn't really know what the partner guy looks like, though. So if he sees him, he won't really know about it. He just has to follow the trail of blood and look for a dude with an injured leg. Sure enough, the trail of blood leads into a truck. And Mista kind of figures, well, he's not going to be running away. He's probably just hiding in the truck. But then the engine gets started. Somebody's driving it, and the truck is driving away. He's like, oh my goodness, he's driving the truck to get away. So he latches onto the truck, goes into the window, and he figures that, you know, the partner must be driving the truck. That is not the partner. That dude driving the truck is not the guy. And it's very clear to us, but Mista doesn't know that because he doesn't know what the partner actually looks like. So he just yells out, eat lead! Which I kind of love that because it reminds me of Chris from Resident Evil, just eat lead! And we don't actually see Mista make the shot. We just kind of see Jojo, and you hear the shots in the background, and then there's the to be continued, and we don't actually know what happened. I kind of hope that he didn't shoot an innocent driver of the truck. That would get dark really fast. I mean, he should be able to notice that the truck driver does not have an injury on his leg, right? But we also don't know what the stand of this partner guy is. We don't know what he is capable of. So that is all we have for this episode. Another good episode, but kind of an in-betweener episode. So tell me what you think about this episode below, leave a like on the video, and check out the description to see some cool Jojo Amazon link where I'll just leave something random for you guys. It's a surprise! I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Program restart. Shutting down all systems.